Hello artists, today I'm going to show you how to make a pumpkin. Take your white piece of paper, have it going the wide way. Please make sure yours is set up that way right now. With a pencil, write your name. I'll give you a few seconds to do that. Once you have written your name, flip your piece of paper so that you're looking at the blank side. Pumpkins have little ridges in them, so we're going to create this pumpkin in sections. And here's how we're going to do that. We're going to start with the basic shape of it, and then we're going to put little sections inside of it. So point your finger close to the top and in the middle and make a little dot. I want you to do the same thing close to the bottom and also in the middle. Those two dots should mostly line up and down. It's okay if they don't do it exactly. Then I'm going to draw a nice big curved line from one side all the way out to that first curve that I made. I'm going to do the same thing. I'll try to match the shape, but remember, pumpkins don't grow in exactly symmetrical or perfect shape, so yours doesn't have to either. Do the same thing over there. Okay, now it's time for me to put in my sections of my pumpkin. We'll add a stem and a leaf and all that stuff later. What I want to do is I want to start with just like a gentle curve line that goes from that top dot down to that other dot that we made. And then for the rest of these, you can choose to freehand these or you can add dots. I'll just add dots so you can see what I'm doing. Dot, dot. And when I draw them on this side, I want to follow the curve that's going this way. When I draw them on this side, I want to follow the curve that's going this way. So you can follow along with me if you'd like. I'm going to do a gentle curve to that dot. I think I can fit about one more in here. Dot, dot. Follow a gentle curve to that dot. That side's starting to look pumpkin-y. Let's add another one on this side. You can maybe fit one or two more on this side. I think I'm just going to fit one more in. Curve. There. So your pumpkin shape should have an outside round shape with a few curves in the middle. If your curves or your lines didn't go exactly perfect, you can take a little bit of time at the start of the coloring step to fix it up. But before we get to coloring, I'm also going to add a stem. Let me throw a little stem by just doing at the top a straight line, and you can either go straight across to make a little rectangle, or if you want it to look a little 3D, you can put a little oval on top. Okay. Pumpkins also grow on vines, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw little curly vines coming off of it, and maybe off the page even, and maybe I'll give my pumpkin a leaf right there. You can add some vines and a leaf to yours if you would like. Once you have done your drawing, then you're ready to add some color with crayons. Nice work on drawing your pumpkins. If you need to make some changes, there will be time for that. But I want to show you how we're going to color these in right now. Okay, so your pumpkins are going to be ready for some color. When we do this, we're using crayons. I like to give myself a variety of colors. You could do pretty much this whole thing with just orange and green, but I like to give myself some colors that are kind of close to orange and maybe another shade of green, because that just helps it look more realistic. Very few things in the real world are just one exact color. Usually they have lots of different shades and hues of other colors in them. When we color, I want to remind you that you can use hard pressure. Ooh, and I just got an idea. You might think, Mr. Anderson, why are you going to go brown there? I'm going to use a little bit of brown to highlight those ridges. You can use hard pressure to trace or outline some of your pencil lines. And then you can use light pressure to color in the spaces. Remember, when we do this, we want no scribble scrabbles. So if I see this, then I'll say, ooh, could you fill in those white gaps for me? And notice how I'm using a real light pressure and my fingers are just kind of wiggling up and down or side to side, depending on how you like to work. I'm going to time lapse this and show you what it will look like when it's fully colored in with crayon. All right, and so there I have a pumpkin that's colored in, and like I said before, notice that I used more than just 2 colors. I actually put 3 colors on the pumpkin, right? I did 3 colors for the ground, and the reason I do that is it just helps it to give it more texture, like these lines, and some of this different shading gives it texture, and it helps it look more realistic and interesting. So as you're coloring yours today, I challenge you to try to blend colors by layering colors of crayons on top of each other. Good luck and have fun.